crafters, and welcome to this week's Creative Expressions Treasure Chest. I'm James Hembrow. Thank you very, very much for joining me this evening and spending a few moments of your time with me. And when you get a chance, if you could just make sure that you do like and subscribe to our channel, that would be a massive help. And of course, share it with your crafting friends when you're at your next craft clubs or your get-togethers. Let them know about the treasure chests that I've been doing here with Creative Expressions. Every week, on average, I'm normally here, you'll see me around a Thursday, and I'm going to have an amazing deal for you every time, as you're learning already, because I know many of you are coming back time after time to see what I'm bringing to you. So without further ado, let me show you what I've got this week inside the treasure chest. So we have got a really different collection. I've actually really enjoyed playing with this. I've picked out a few different things, and I'm going to be totally honest, it's a bit of a different craft for me, this sort of tea bag folding, and I think it's always good to try different things. And this is an amazing opportunity for you at a bundle price of this of just $19.99 to give something a go and try something different. Maybe you've not tried it before, maybe you have, and these are going to be different dies, or maybe you've done it the traditional way without the dies. Either way, at less than £20, you're going to get to try something out and create something really quite special. It's a really nice way of, it's a sort of, I was having a play with it, sat down in front of the TV and cutting them out, folding them up. You can make decorations, card toppers, loads. But let me just share with you that alone, the RRP of this whole collection is £59.95. So you've got a massive saving of nearly £40. It's £39.96. So you're saving more than you're spending. And actually, this one die here alone is £9.99. A paper pad is £10.99 RRP. Those two items, that's your £19.99. We're then giving you today a stamp set for free, another die for free, and another die for free. So it's a great way of trying out this tea bag folding collection. And I think the different sizes shaped for Christmas are amazing. So what exactly is tea bag folding? What are you getting? Well, let's have a look at this die set here. So with this, you're getting one die set. It looks like this here. It's been designed to make your tea bag folding really, really simple. And what that's going to cut out is something that looks like this. Now, it's not just going to cut it out. If I flip it on the reverse, you may see there we go, some crease lines. It's going to pre-crease your paper stock and also cut out your design ready to make your tea bag folded elements and toppers and decorations, which I'll come back to in just a moment. So that's what the die is going to do for you. It's going to cut those bits and pieces out to give you a starting base. Now, this design here, exactly the same. It's a completely different design. Now, this really, to be honest with you, I think this is all year round. I think this is all year round as well. With the stars, I would use that for birthdays and celebrations. And these four are great. These are little tiny mini ones, do exactly the same thing, but allow you to make smaller elements, smaller decorations. And then to bring in the festive cheer and the festive element to this whole collection, we've got this great paper pad that's been put together here, and also a clear stamp set. And this clear stamp set is designed to work with some of the tea bag folding dies from the collection, but also work very, very well on its own. You can see how huge they are. There's a really, really big centerpiece in the middle. I'm just going to give you an idea of that. That's 14 centimeters or 5.5 inches. Top to bottom in diameter. So that stamp alone would make a great card project even without the dies. But you sort of combine that with one of the tea bag folding dies and actually stamp and then cut that out. I think it would look absolutely magical. But don't forget, you've got the paper pad in the treasure chest this week that I've also included. And this alone is £10.99 RRP. And this has been designed specifically for the tea bag folding. So you've got 32 sheets in here in total. You've got 2 of each designs. All the designs are across the top, and you've got all these amazing colorways that are in the whole collection. Let me just flick through the pad and you'll see what you're going to get. So each of these sheets are going to be single-sided, specifically designed for tea bag folding. It's the right weight of cardstock, so that it's going to make it easy to fold, easy to crease for you. And you've got these really nice festive designs right the way across each of the colorways. So we've got the stars, we've got the snowflakes, we've got the pine cones, and the festive foliage that we've got there. We've got the poinsettia design that's repeated across there. And then you're going to see those designs crop up right the way across for each single color. So you're going to get the lighter blues, the darker blues, the really rich reds, and some really nice, and I love the golden tones. There we go. We've got this sort of, it's a matte finish, the paper, or the light cardstock, but it has almost like a golden tone to it. So you've got those designed right the way across, 32 sheets across all of this. It's 120 GSM, so it's like a heavyweight paper or light cardstock, which is exactly what you want for your tea bag folding. And it's an 8x8 design in total. So you've got these headers here, so you know what the colour and what the paper pad is, but you trim those off and you're going to end up with an 8x8 sheet perfectly for that. So let's have a look at what some of the designers have done with this. And this is what really got me inspired, I must admit. When I saw these, I thought these were amazing. So these are the tea bag folding elements in the centre that have been made up here. And then they've added them with various other die elements and sentiment toppers. And you can do whatever you want with these. But this is the really, really clever piece. Now, these are really simple to make. I know it looks complicated, but I'll walk through and show you exactly how you're going to do these. And I kind of taught myself very, very quickly in a few moments of how to do these folds. And I'll let you into a little secret in just a moment as well. So there's one idea there. Now, I love this. This is bringing in that die set that we, the stamp set that we saw. So that outer ring is actually separate. So the designer here has used that with that die set that you get in the bundle and created exactly what you're seeing there with a few ink pads. So all your stamps are there, your dies there, everything you need, you can create that for less than £20. And look at the multitude of colours that have been here, being used here. And you've got the benefit, you've got the paper pad as well. Obviously, you could use your carbon papers there. But I just think that's something really different. And that's what really caught my eye. And I just loved the feel and the texture of this and the dimension. It does lay flat. It lays completely flat for posting, but at the same time, you've got the ability to add quite a bit of dimension to your design. So I really like what's being done here. And just the white effect with the star die that I was showing you at the top there, which is that die there, that's what it creates. It creates all of these perfect circular medallion designs. And look at this as a card design. Wow, that's using the stamp that we saw. It's stamping onto the papers and then doing the tea bag folding on the papers. And it creates all of this amazing. It's like a really nice. I was looking at it almost like this, sort of like a neck crevasse, sort of really ornated, sort of Victorian. It can be very contemporary as well. And I know tea bag folding is a very traditional sort of craft. It's been around for many, many years. But I think these dies, along with the stamps and the paper pads, give it a real twist. Now, don't forget, you've also got the little mini dies as well. So that's going to allow you to create these little tiny mini rosettes, really, these little toppers and finishes. And there's nothing stopping you going ahead and using any of these, placing them back to back, which I'll show you in a moment, and make a decoration from them as well, which would be perfect for Christmas. And look at that stunning card there. I think we're finished with this one. Again, it's bringing in that stamp set. It's bringing in the die, which we saw, and rather than actually making a center rosette, the designer here has used the stamp to do that. So that's what I was saying. You can do a really nice card design without the dies alone, just the stamp set, but then actually using these center embellishments for your tea bag folding. And they're really, really simple to do. So let me share that with you now. You pop all those to one side. We'll have another quick look at those at the end. But you can see why I got so excited. I just thought there's something really different for me to have a play with. And like yourselves, I love trying new crafts. Now, inside every one of these is a bit of inspiration, and you can actually follow these through, as I did myself, and I'll talk you through it now, so you have the benefit of me helping you as well. But you get these 7 really basic, simple steps to make your folds, and this is your basic fold. Then you have a variation on it, which is fold 2, fold 3 and fold 4. So you get in total 4 different versions, if you like, of how you can make up the single element. And what do I mean by single element? Well, I mean something like this. This is where I'm going to take you and just show you how simple it is to create something like that. And it's putting together a number of those to make up your centerpiece and your element. So let me pop all of these bits to one side. We'll come back to this in a moment. So £19.99 is the bundle price. So you can pop that straight into your basket using the links below. It'll take you straight to the Creative Expressions website. And then from there, you can pop it in your basket. Anything else you want to purchase from the website at the same time, make use of it. It's free postage over £25. And then you'll be able to get all of this coming straight to your door. Some happy mail. Right, so these are the papers that I use. What I've done is I've picked out 1 or 2 of these paper pads, and I've gone ahead and I've cut out, using the blues and the greens, just a couple of the dies just to start with. And I haven't creased or folded these just yet. That's what I'm now going to do. So we pop these to one side and show you just how simple it is to start. So all you need to do for your very basic fold, you've got your die here cut out. is fold it in half. Now I've got the crease lines here, so and the paper weight, or the weight of the paper is such that I do not need to really use a bone folder. Now I can go in there, place it down my craft desk, and just make sure I put a good fold in there. It will help. And then I'm going to put another fold in like that. So if we're thinking of a clock face, which is the easiest way of doing it, got the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. All I've done is I've folded from the 3 to the 9 and from the 12 to the 6. Dead easy, dead easy. Now we've also got in here these other crease lines going diagonally at 45 degrees across our piece. What we're going to do is we're going to pinch the 9 o'clock and the 12 o'clock together. And we're going to pinch the 6 o'clock and the 3 o'clock together. And we're going to let the inside creases, if you see what's happening there as I do it, I'm going to kind of do it slowly. We're going to let them match together in the center. And then I'm just going to pop that down on my craft desk and just burnish off up those folds. So I've got a really nice, neat fold. Now that is it. That is one design you could do on its own, and that's perfectly fine like that. You make a really nice corner piece. Now we saw that with I think it was Diane's card here, where she actually used just 1 or 2 of these in the center, in the corner, sorry, to make that finishing touch. So there's just one idea alone. Now, if we went onto a slightly more involved fold, what you then do, I'm going to try and hold this up and show you, is you're going to take this piece on the outer and fold it in to the center line. So what we've done is we've done that. We've just taken that and done a little zigzag. Then I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. And then we've got this really nice sort of, if I just fold those pieces back like that, like a pizza wedge. See that pizza wedge? And that's what we've created just by putting in that extra fold. So that's another fold, that's another fold too. Now you can also open that back up and you can actually fold it back on itself if you want. So you've got a similar looking shape, but a slightly different look. So you've still got that pizza wedge shape on top, if you like, but you've now got the pieces tucked in behind. And the nice thing with these pattern papers and the white, you do get that lovely white coming through from behind as well. So that's a couple different ways of being able to fold and treat them. Now, if I just bring in a couple more that I've done here, you can also fold them to, if I show you like that, it's probably slightly easier. What I've done is I've actually, if I undo this, rather than just folding it in on itself or back on itself like that, okay, so forward or back, what I've actually done is I've opened it up and I've pushed that fold back in. So it just adds another layer of detail and another fold and another layer of paper. It's sort of building up using one piece of paper, layer after layer after layer. And that's what gives it that fantastic sort of found effect when it's lays flat on your card, but it sort of pops up and creates this lovely finish. So how do we create these fantastic circular rose rosettes that we saw that would make great medallions or even Christmas decorations? Well, all you do is you sit down and you fold them up like this in various different ways, either a simple fold or more involved fold like I've done there, where I've got that sort of pizza wedge design on the front. And I'm just going to create a number of those. And so what I've done is I sat down, cutting them out, 4 of those in one colour, and then I picked out, because I've got the paper pad in the bundle, which is perfect, 4 different or 4 more cut out in the same way, but in different paper pads. And I've actually just gone ahead and I was playing here, I've folded them in different ways. And you can come up with your own ways of folding them, but they are the basic sort of 3 or 4 folds that you'll need, which I was sharing with you, which are inside. So when you get this home, you will have all of those pictures inside. You can always come back and rewatch me anyway, just to remind you. So what do you do then? Well, okay, so you're going to take these one at a time, and we're going to mix and match the colours to create something a little bit different. And we're actually just going to link them in. So I'm going to take one, pop that inside there like that. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to link them in. And what that means is I've now got 2 pizza wedges right next to each other, and they marry up perfectly because it's all cut from the same die. And then I'm going to take my next screen and I'm going to slip it in like so. That's going to match up like that. And then I'm going to take my next colour, which is my red. And I think this is where the magic really, really happens now, because you're getting a really ornate, intricate design, but it's been so simple to create. And I'm just going to build it around, go around, go around. One more green in there, and then the final red piece. I'm just going to link that in there like that. Now, the other thing you'll notice is I've not stuck any of these down. but already I've got a really nice finished piece that's kind of loosely holding together to some extent. But if I wanted to finish it off a little bit more, what you can do is you could take something like this, pop a little bit of glue in the middle, and I'll tell you what, we will just very, very quickly do this. And this is a bit of foundation card, and what I wanted to do was actually just to glue these down as well. So if I just pop that one down there, and I'm just going to very quickly pop some glue on the end of that one, and I'm going to pop that into there. I'm going to take the next one, which is my green one, and pop that into there. And I'll pop a bit of glue on top of that one. I'm just doing this very, very quickly. Obviously, you can take a little bit more time at this at home just to finish off your design, but you will see when you've cut them and you've made them and you've folded them exactly where the glue needs to go. It's just a case of popping the glue on the last one you've done and then popping the next one, just sliding it inside. It just wants to fit inside there, and there's lots of different ways you can position these to create different designs. And then the very last piece is just going to pop in there. Right, there we go. I just wanted to hold that together just very quickly using some Cosmic Shimmer clear as dry glue, and it will just allow me, there we go, to lift that up and show you exactly what we've got. Doesn't that look fantastic? And then you've got all this dimension, all these folds. It's like a really ornate lace doily. Now, if I did two of these and I put them back to back, you can see using that card center, I've now got a great looking Christmas decoration. I can pop some ribbon from the center, from the back there, hold that up. That would look absolutely brilliant. So there's lots and lots of ways you can treat those. And that's just using one die. If you use the mini dies, exactly the same thing. If you use the star die and you fold them, you're going to get a pattern that looks like that. That looks absolutely terrific there with the stars around the top. So you can imagine that all the way around. And there's nothing stopping you actually jumping between the two dies. So you could go this die, then the other die, finish, pattern finish, and you could go star, normal, star, normal. Great for Christmas decorations, as well as I said, celebrations and birthdays all year round. So if I just bring back in some of these bits and pieces and just remind you of what we were looking at and doing here, I mean, I could just take that card design there. I know the colours are completely different, but you see how you can completely change the look of that, just changing the colours and the designs. But that's all we've done. We've made up that centerpiece. Just the designer here decided to actually glue these all down completely flat, because they will go completely flat. So you just glue all the layers down and then you'll get a really nice finish like that. I've really enjoyed doing them. I think they're great. And for less than £20, it's a great way of trying something maybe a little bit different, and also having a go maybe at tea bag folding in a slightly different way from what you've done before. Because obviously it would have been originally just papers, which you've got to cut out into the little squares and then fold them up in the sort of traditional way. So let me bring everything back in. Got to make sure I've got it all as loaded. Right, here we go. I think that's everything. There we go. So we've got the 3 die sets, not forgetting that mini one has got 4 dies. We've got that stamp set that we saw, clear stamp set, which is absolutely huge, that centerpiece. Don't forget how large that clear stamp is, because it does look misleading there. And then we've got our 32 sheets of paper that's absolutely perfect for the tea bag folding. Everything you see here, just $19.99. You can be able to create designs just like these using the stamp sets and the dies that you've got. I've had an amazing amount of fun just doing something a little bit different. I think that on its own looks great, but maybe combining that with different projects, I think it would be a great idea. There's loads you can do with it. So I really hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget, link below for the tea bag folding collection at $19.99. It's available right now whilst stocks last, of course. Don't forget that. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. I hope you come back, have a look at what we're doing again, the next treasure hunt. But thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. And until next time, happy crafting. And I'll see you all very, very soon.